All right, so a bit of an update on the Tiffany Cross situation with MSNBC. Last night, she put out a statement regarding her being terminated. Um, she said, "I am disheartened to learn of MSNBC's decision to cancel the Cross Connection, which is her show. It's a highly rated show, and for the demographics that this show does really well in, it didn't make sense for MSNBC to cancel it, especially not in this time when a voice like Tiffany Cross and her perspective on things is so important, especially with these midterm elections coming up. Excuse me, and we have a clip here of Shank from the Young Turks, Shank Uyghur. I hope I pronounced that last name right. Um,
Now, in the last 24 hours, she did
talking
also
about
have some commentary about Ron DeSantis and Florida that is interesting.
we're just gonna
I
watch.
can't actually say some of these words, but
And he's talking about something that a lot of people are attributing one of the main reasons why Tiffany Cross's contract wasn't renewed. She went on Charlemagne's Comedy Central show. I don't actually can't remember the name of it right now, but Charlemagne asked Tiffany what states Democrats don't really need to be worried about losing, and she said Florida was one of them, and then
referenced Florida
this
as
is what she said.
I'm going to say penis of America, and
This is
that
pretty
it
much
should
what
be
she said.
castrated.
So he said he can't actually say some of the things, but that's pretty much what she said for the most part. I mean, I thought it was, I took it as a joke.
And so
It was very jokey,
now she means it as a metaphor. She doesn't actually want to cut off a la Bugs Bunny,
which,
Florida, so that
obviously
it, like,
this is
drifts off
true,
into the
but
ocean or anything. But those might be some of the reasons that she was fired.
Yeah. Okay, we're hiring, just so you know.
And this is the part that I wanted to
We'll be
watch.
Tiffany soon, if she's interested. Because look, I don't know that we're going to particularly hire her. We'll have a conversation about it. But I'm interested in aggressive hosts.
And so something about Schenk, which I think he talks about it here, but I can't actually remember. He actually used to work for MSNBC, and he was let go from MSNBC because they actually said that he was too aggressive. And one of the things that Tiffany Cross does on her show, which is not something that a lot of other hosts do, especially not hosts on MSNBC specifically, is she calls out other late night hosts, other news hosts. She does it very, like Shank said, she does it in a very aggressive way, but it's in a concise manner, in a way that she has a powerful way of conveying her message. And it's like I said, this is only going to hurt MSNBC. It's ridiculous that they canceled her show, and hopefully, Tiffany does go to another network, and it would be awesome if she went to the Young Turks. I really like watching the Young Turks. I think that the way that they choose to cover the news and the certain stories that they do cover, I think they do it in a really aggressive way, and aggressive in a good way, and also media that's easy to consume, but they also, they do dive deep into certain things, certain issues. They are not afraid. None of these people are. They're not afraid to debate anybody. They're not afraid to call people out. They're not afraid to, show their emotions to the camera, which is something that's really refreshing, especially when you have people like, Tucker Carlson that just get up there and look like they can't see their teleprompter. But hopefully they do have that conversation and Tiffany is able to join. And if not, hopefully she goes to another network that's better than MSNBC, because
I'm not MSNBC who thinks you should be a doormat for Fox News.
And that's exactly right. MSNBC, instead of trying to stand out from their competition, Fox News, they want to literally do exactly what Fox News is doing. Tucker Carlson is the #1 highest viewed cable news network host every single night of the week he's on. He blows everybody else out of the water. And MSNBC's strategy is to, instead of do something different to stand out, they want to copy what Tucker is doing, which is, like I said, that's not going to work. It's never going to work.
Tucker Carlson to fire your hosts. What a loser network.
He's right.
Carlson attacked her.
Tucker Carlson, he's referencing Tucker Carlson doing a piece on Tiffany Cross at the beginning of one of his programs on October 19th,
She said something back, and you fired her?
That's what happened. That's literally what happened.
That's a surrender to racist, fascist Tucker Carlson. I mean, what a pathetic, pathetic thing to do.
It's true. It's I mean, he's exactly right with this. He's
Now, look, guys, when they
I can't even
the news
comment
came
on it
out this
because
morning that they had severed the relationship, I thought, I don't know, man. People are saying crazy things these days. Maybe she said something crazy behind the scenes that I don't know about. So I said, look, barring something that she said that I don't know, it seems like this was a terrible move, right? But I was worried. But no, it's that's gone now.
no,
Because,
yeah, it is.
Let me explain why. So someone who's got really good ratings on MSNBC, but all of a sudden have MSNBC executives leak about them and then sever the relationship. Gee, I don't know who else might have been in that situation. So for those of you who don't know, that was exactly what happened to me. I was the 6 o'clock host for MSNBC. MSNBC starts, I had the best ratings they had ever gotten at 6 o'clock.
And
Literally
this was
in the conversation.
this was 10 or 11 years ago. I think Schenck worked for him. I think it was back in 2010, maybe 2011. Don't quote me on those numbers.
With the head of MSNBC said, ratings are not an issue, right? Obviously, because we all see the ratings and we all see that it was the best they'd ever gotten at that time slot. And he's like, no, ratings are not an issue. Okay, so then what's the issue?
And this is the really
And
interesting
when
part, I thought.
MSNBC, the very first interview I said I was going to kick Fox News' ass and make them cry. Okay, they called me in. NBC officials, PR people called me in and said, don't do it. I'm like, wait, I thought they were our competition. Aren't we trying to get press and beat them? They're like, no. You don't know how scary they are. I swear to God, this is a real conversation. They said they have some of the.
I thought that. Oh my God. Oh my fucking God. You don't know how scary they are. What a trash network.
Anchors and our executives.
Fucking garbage.
I was like,
That's
shouldn't
horrifying.
you report that? You're NBC News. Shouldn't you report that the other guys are lunatics that are having you followed? I don't know it. I didn't get followed as far as
See, and then the Young Turks, they're you can say what they want. You can say what you want about them. You can say what you want about Schenck, but he's not afraid to call these people out. And all of these mainstream media hosts that aren't Tucker Carlson, they're afraid, and it's pathetic. It's sad. It is.
I know.
Followed to what end?
But you're telling me to be a coward, and that if I'm not a coward, I'll have trouble. And here she is. She was the most aggressive host on MSNBC
By
many
a margin.
hosts, okay? And so, many, watch yourself, okay? I don't want to put any ideas. But when I saw Tiffany Cross say these things that were true and aggressive on air, I was like, they're letting her say that. Maybe MSNBC's changed, right?
No. And that's exactly what I actually thought. And I don't know why, but the past couple of, I would probably say 3 months, probably since like the end of August, maybe, or middle of July, I have been seeing this shift on MSNBC, and I've never really thought of it as what they advertise themselves to be or convey themselves to be, but this shift on MSNBC, it was really noticeable to me. And Tiffany, it's like Schenck just said, Tiffany was she was fired for literally telling the truth in an extremely powerful way. And it's something else which I don't know if he mentions. We're actually not going to watch any more of this clip right now. Something else that Schenck, I don't know if he mentions here, but they actually, these NBC executives, they called him in, and they actually were trying to pressure him into inviting more GOP guests on his show, more Republicans on his show, and he didn't want to do that. And the MSNBC came out with this statement and said, that like it was, totally Schenck's decision to not continue, and just the most garbage PR that you could possibly come up with. But I just wanted to make a video talking about this, and hopefully, I don't want to, if this decision's completely up to the people at the Young Turks, and also Tiffany Cross, of course, but it would be really, really exciting for her to go and work for them and work with them and have a program on the Young Turks, because there are a ton of amazing hosts and programs that the Young Turks have, and it would be really, really awesome to see this network and Tiffany Cross come together to make another amazing show.